Hello! How's everybody today? I have a Valentine manicure for you today just in time for Friday. I had a different one all set and ready to upload today, but my sweet reader Vanna asked for an Ikat manicure. So I went ahead and did it using some sweetheart colors, and here's what came out. So if you want to learn how to get this design, then just keep watching. All right. So I started out with, you can of course pick any colors you want. I started out with China Glaze, and this is Fuchsia Fanatic. I picked a blue base pink because I wanted to incorporate some purple into this look, but basically you want to pick your main shade, and then you're going to pick like 3 other colors. So I have China Glaze Sweet Hook. This is Sinful Colors Simply Silver, and just a basic white polish. So you start out by painting all of your nails one color. You could switch it up if you want to make it a little bit more interesting. You could switch, you know, maybe put one of your nails this color or something. But anyway, you just start with the one, and this is really simple. It just ends up looking like maybe it's more difficult than it is. And start out with the silver. This is like a really super megawatt foily silver. But like I said before, you can choose anything you want. So just take your detail brush, and then you're just going to be making these like pointy leaf shapes. So start out with a line like this, and then you want it to be like really irregular. So you don't want it to look like you're not trying to make it look really very symmetrical on either side, or not exact in any way. So see how I'm doing that? I'm just bringing it down on the sides. Don't worry if it gets on your finger a little bit, because we'll clean that up after. Just kind of dab the paint on there, and I'm using polishes rather than acrylic like I usually do, because I want it to get a little bit more tacky. Ooh, baby girl's up. Just a second. Alright, so I've got the little queen bee all set up here eating breakfast by me. So let's finish up here. So real simple, you've got one kind of like leaflet poking out, and then on the other side we're going to do one on each. So on each finger you're going to like vary the like the height and the width of each of these. You're going to make each nail a little bit different. And then I'm going to bring this one way up here. They don't necessarily, the 2 points don't necessarily have to be this close together. But this is just how I'm doing this one, so you'll get a basic idea. So as you're probably already aware, when you're painting with polish, it dries on your nail a lot faster and in your palette than if you're using acrylic, which is why I normally do like to use acrylic if I'm doing like a really detailed piece, because it allows me, it gives me a little bit more allowance with my paints to be able to get the look I want. But this one, since it is so imprecise, see how I'm just kind of putting the color on there in a general direction, then it doesn't matter as much. And yeah, okay, so like that. All right, so what you're gonna do next is take your next color. 1 second. All right, my little stand here doubles as my acetone holder, so I had to get into there. So, all right, so now I'm gonna take my purple paint. You can pick whatever you want, so basically your second color. And then you're just going to go in here and do the same thing you did, but just smaller. So the same thing, but just inside what you've already done. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like you see, I purposefully am putting like some jagged edges there. You'll see it a little bit better when I get close up. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing. So you just want a little bit of the bottom color to show through. Not show through, excuse me, but it's kind of like an outline of what you're doing now. All right, so there you've got that, and now you're gonna go in for your next one. Now, the way I like to do it is take my original color as my third layer. So I'm getting back out that Fuchsia Fanatic. So I get that on my palette. So I like to bring that original color back through. So, just same thing, just getting it right in there. Just dab, 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 little motions. That works really good for this design. So see, bringing the original color back through almost makes it look like you've got, like it's almost like it's not even, I don't know. My words are not coming to me today. It almost makes it look like there's like a hole through to the original color. I don't know. I'm being a weirdo today. My cat just jumped up on my shoulders. Interesting choice, kitty. Alright, so my polishes are getting a little bit too tacky. Work with me, polishes. When that happens, this design isn't particularly, you don't need to worry about that much because, oh, the cat just jumped on the table. She's like, what are you doing, Mom? Because it is a little bit jagged and imprecise. But, and I mean, I'm even taking more time on here than you need to do. But I'm at a weird angle, so I can't see very well if I've got coverage. So I keep having to go in and make sure I covered it. But normally, if your paints are getting tacky, just clean off your brush and just go ahead and get yourself, rather than make a gloopy mess, what I'm trying to say is go ahead and always just clean off your brush and start fresh with a fresh brush so that you're not building up tacky paint over and over on your nail. So now I'm gonna go in with my last color. So I've got just a plain white. My nails are super short today because I had a bad breakage just the other day. It was so sad. I was folding laundry and it just ripped right on the clothes. Housework is not very helpful to trying to grow out your nails. That is inevitably when I always break my nails. I mean, as a as a stay-at-home mom, more often than not you're doing housework, so logically it makes sense that that would be when I would break my nails. But yeah, folding laundry, doing dishes really breaks down the nails, but it's not usually when I'm doing dishes, when I'm folding laundry. Okay, so can you see there? So I've got my 4 layers pretty much. Well, I've got my original, then my silver, then the purple is barely showing through. Alright, so I'm going to finish up the rest of them, and then all you're going to do left is top coat it, and then I'll show you the finished design. Alright, so here's the finished product. I just used the, what is it called? Base and Top Coat by Rimmel. It is one of my favorites because it doesn't make my designs bleed. I'm not sure I'm in focus. There we go. Alright, so I really like it because it doesn't drag my designs usually, and it doesn't proclaim to to even do that. It just ended up, it was a lucky find. So this one ended up looking a little bit exotic because of the foil, I think. Kind of spiced it up a little bit. But yeah, that's Ikat design. That's how you complete it. And this is how my finished design ended up. And like I said before, if you wanted to trick it out a little bit more, you could maybe do an accent nail that, you know, change the sequence of the design, like maybe put the purple or the silver would look really nice as the base polish. And then use the other, you know, did the design the same, but just with the silver as the bottom instead. So there you have it. I hope you're gonna have a great Valentine's Day, and if you are not going out this Friday night, probably like me, yeah, maybe stay in and do some painting and show me what you did. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.